Hello, I'm Abby from Sutton Schoolswork. Welcome to our assemblies online. Each week we're going to be sharing a Bible story, a thought about what it means for Christians, a few questions for you to think about, and a challenge for the week ahead. So, are you sitting comfortably? Let's begin.
Hi, I'm Rick. Today we're thinking about serving other people. Let's start with a game. I'm going to show you a picture of someone serving others. Why don't you pause the video on each one and chat about where they are and how they are serving others. This person was serving food in a restaurant. They were clearing up rubbish in the local park. They were supporting an elderly person going for a walk. That was a shop assistant serving a customer in a shop. They were laying the dinner table at home. Today's Bible story is about serving others. Let's find out what happens.
On the evening of the Passover, Jesus and his disciples made their way to a room upstairs. Jesus knew it was time for him to leave the world and go to his Father in heaven. It was dinner time. Judas had already decided to betray Jesus. Jesus got up from the table, took off his robe and wrapped a towel around his waist. Then he poured water into a bowl and began to wash his disciples' feet. He dried them with the towel wrapped around him. When it came to Simon Peter's turn, he was shocked and asked, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" "You don't realize what I am doing," Jesus replied, "but later you will understand." "No," Peter protested, "you will never wash my feet." Jesus replied, "If I don't wash your feet, you can't be a part of what I'm doing." Simon Peter replied, "Then Lord, not just my feet, but my hands and head also." When Jesus had finished washing their feet, he put on his robe again and returned to the table. "Do you understand what I have done for you?" Jesus asked. "I have set you an example that you should do the same. No servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him."
In those days, the roads were dusty and animals roamed around. The disciples' feet were almost certainly smelly and dirty. And yet, in this story, it tells us that Jesus knelt and washed the disciples' feet. They were not expecting him to do that. Jesus' disciples had spent a great deal of time with him. They knew what he could do, and more importantly, they knew who he was. The disciples believed that Jesus was God's Son. Christians believe that Jesus was showing his disciples that despite being a king, he is also a servant. Jesus was showing what it means to be humble. He wanted us to know that whoever we are not too important to serve other people. Even Jesus, the King of all kings, was willing to serve his friends. It's question time. Who was Jesus sharing a meal with? What did Jesus do for his disciples during the meal? Why didn't Simon Peter want Jesus to wash his feet? Your challenge for this week. How can you serve other people at home or at school? We hope you enjoyed our assembly today. See you next time. Bye!